Hello, my name is Mitch McConnell, and today I will be talking about animal euthanasia, an organization that is called All About the Paws, along with my partners Taryn Kolsar, Ron Haynes, and Julia Hospodor. As a group, we chose to focus on the problem of animal euthanasia, and more specifically, euthanasia that is being done within dog shelters and pounds on the dogs that are not being adopted or requiring too much from the shelter. Euthanasia can be defined as the act or practice of killing or permitting the death of hopelessly sick or injured individuals, such as a person or an animal, in a relatively painless way for any reason of mercy. According to the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, each year approximately 1.5 million shelter animals are euthanized, this being 670,000 dogs and 860,000 cats. And more specifically, approximately 600 dogs and puppies are killed each hour in the United States in overcrowded shelters. This staggering statistic shows how important it is to find a cure or even help lessen animal euthanasia. The organization that we will be doing our presentation on is All About the Paws, which is an organization that helps protect dogs from being euthanized in traditional dog shelters. These animals cannot control whether they are euthanized or not, so it is our responsibility to make sure that these animals are no longer euthanized.
Okay, so the analysis of the problem. The situation where this problem is occurring would be everywhere and anywhere. Homeless animals are just everywhere around us, from local towns, cities, states, our neighborhoods, and pounds are also a problem here. Specifically, the problems are anything from these poor animals not having food, shelter, medical treatment, or just anything. They're getting abused and left on their own to fend for themselves, to find food and shelter, and they're getting euthanized at pounds. The causing problem of this is owners not caring enough to help out and just leaving them on their own to fend for themselves. Another problem would be overbreeding, and that is why there are so many homeless animals everywhere around us. The cause of this cause, which would be overbreeding, would be profit, puppy mills, and demand for certain breeds for others over others. Another thing could be more dogs than shelter space due to strays having multiple litters of puppies. The cause of that cause would be lack of spaying and neutering.
Local animal shelters work to eliminate the problem by taking in domesticated animals from off the street and providing them with shelter and food and allowing them to be adopted. The organization we found was All About the Paws Animal Shelter in Austintown, Ohio, which was founded in April of 2017. All About the Paws is a nonprofit rescue organization who raises money in order to spay and neuter, provide food, HW tests, shots, shelter expenses, and all other things needed to properly take care of the pets. The shelter is run strictly by volunteers, and they receive dogs from many areas, including Cleveland, Columbus, Texas, Georgia, and locally. This organization benefits the community because it removes stray animals off the street and provides them with shelter until they can get adopted. Adoptees must fill out an application in order to be considered to make sure that they are able to take care of the pets properly.
Our group chose the shelter All About the Paws. It was formed in 2016 in Austintown, Ohio, and it was formed as a way to provide a second chance for animals that had ended up neglected or surrendered or in high-kill shelters. It operates on a volunteer basis, and they take donations based from individuals and from special events. President Nancy Ligero has been involved with animal welfare for a number of years and does everything in her power to ensure the safety and the care for the animals. One of the biggest things that sets this shelter apart is their dedication to training and their belief against euthanasia. Unlike other shelters, it is a no-kill shelter, which means that no dog will be put to sleep because they don't find his or her forever home. The volunteer that I interviewed said that due to that at first the number of adoptions they attempted to keep track of, but due to the overwhelming support, the number of adoptions just became so overwhelming that they were unable to keep track, and it roughly one animal is adopted every week. They are a 501c3 nonprofit organization. And on top of that, any person who wishes to adopt an animal does have to fill out an adoption application to ensure that they are comfortable with the animal and what their plans are for the pet. On top of that, they also do background checks. They do home and reference checks as well to ensure the safety and proper care of the animals. A number of animals have found their way into the shelter, including 2 pit bulls, one named Ty and one named Chompers. Ty was attacked twice by their family dog as a puppy. He was almost killed due to his injuries. He suffered an injury to his eye and also one to his mouth. The volunteers had to pay over $12,000 in hospital bills for the surgeries that they needed to do on Ty, I apologize. He fully recovered and is currently celebrating his first birthday and looking for his forever home. The other animal, Chompers, again another pit bull dog, was found as a stray. He was heavily malnutritioned and emaciated. He had lesions on the back of his legs and was heartworm positive. Due to his heart injuries and issues, he was not expected to live. However, he just finished his last heartworm treatment and is currently looking for his forever home. These are just 2 stories of the work that the volunteers do and the work that the shelter provides to animals in our area that are stray and that are in danger.
When it comes to people supporting the organization All About the Paws, anyone can donate any amount of money to the rescue. All money that supports the rescue is raised by the volunteers. A philanthropist would best support this organization by donating money when possible and volunteering their time to help go take care of the animals. You can spread the word to your community or through social media about the animals that need adopted to help raise awareness. You can help by fostering dogs and cats that are in the shelter to open up more room for incoming animals to prevent overcrowding. You can donate supplies like food, blankets, toys, or grooming supplies. You can also take time to spend with the animals that have not been in family settings to help keep them happier while they're still unadopted. Restrictions and caveats that could come along with this organization would be not having enough space to shelter all the animals brought in. With common animal shelters often set in large cities, this could often lead to euthanasia or abandonment of these animals, but at All About the Paws, they do not put any of the animals down. This is why overcrowding could become an issue. Another issue that could arise from this organization is not enough funding to support the services given to the animals. All money raised comes from random donations and fundraising. If not enough money is raised, then the pets at the shelter may not get the proper treatments that they need.